Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here. And this is like my third time recording this video because because I just didn't know how to do it, you know? Because I feel like it's such a sensitive and touchy issue. But the reason I'm doing it is because I honestly feel like there was absolutely zero good about what happened today in the community. And we better come out of this without just fighting, okay? Like, and honestly, I'm not Mahatma Gandhi or anything, okay? Like, I'm not all for peace. I'm not a pacifist. I've gotten into fights and stuff, you know. Like, I can fight sometimes. That's all I'm saying. But what happened today? Like, honestly, there are so many things that are wrong with what happened today, and I just honestly have to speak out. First off, my man's Dakota, okay? Like, you can rage when you lose. You can just lie about how you lost to make your opponent look worse. You can do all of that, but my boy, don't make racist comments, okay? If you are gonna hold racist views, then you better do it on camera and off camera, okay? That's just one thing. But this isn't about you, okay? This is not about you. This is about that's all I'm gonna say about him personally, because those are just things that I have personally wrong with them, but that's not the focus of this video. Actually, it's the exact opposite of the focus of this video. He decided to make a racist comment, and you're gonna see this right here, okay? So this is the racist comment that he made, and wow, he totally told people to live in a cotton plantation because he assumed that they were black. Wow, I have no words, and like, it's honestly it's appalling. It really is. But what's more, it's honestly what scares me the most about it is that there's so many people defending his not his right to say it. He has every right to say it, but they're defending the actual statement, and that's insane to me. But what's concerning though is that other people have reacted in a way that it's just like it does nothing. It does nothing to solve the solution. Literally, I'm not gonna name the person because I don't think it's worth giving him more attention or hate or whatever comes out of this video. But he made a video called Dakota is a Racist Exposed. Now, what this seems to me, and like, oh, dude, mad respect for the message of the video, okay? Mad respect, like, please don't get me wrong. This isn't an attack on you, but I'm just concerned with the fact that, they're in trying to speak out against racism, all you really accomplished was an entire comment section hating on a person. And if sure, it's extremely terrible for one person to make a negative comment about an entire race. I've felt racism before as an Indian in a completely, like, it's white, lily white community, okay? I've gone through a lot of stereotyping, generalizations about how I'm just, the typical Asian, I'm Indian, but I mean, I don't think Indians are typical Asians to begin with, whatever, you know. But, you get the entire stereotype about the no life, who does homework all the time, who has really strict parents, which, by the way, I don't, and, who just not a fun guy to be around. I've had those generalizations made against me. And you know what? I can live with that. But I think Dakota definitely crossed a line when he tried to make one personal insult turn into an insult against an entire race of people. That's terrible. But it's just as bad to use a problem like racism in a community to completely discredit just one person. Try to discredit all the racists in the community. How about that? All you really accomplished with that video, I hate to say it, is a bunch of people hating on another person. That doesn't solve anything. Maybe it's a short-term solution to make someone feel bad about making a comment, but how does that help us move forward, huh? How? I'm not trying to say that I like what he said. I don't think that his comments were good at all. I honestly think that if you're gonna make racist comments like that, keep them to yourself because you'll help everyone out. But you have every right to say it, but you definitely shouldn't. That's all I'm saying. But this problem is about racism in the community. It's not about Dakota Earthhorn whatsoever. He can hold those views, but I'm really concerned about the fact that a video calling out him being a racist had more dislikes than likes because of the way I think it was approached. So maybe this is just from some food for thought, and this is just me venting because I honestly just don't like the reaction whatsoever that happened. But when you're thinking about racism in the community, Think about not giving the dude more power. How about that? Just think about it. Instead of trying to quote unquote expose them and make sure that there are more and more people that just individually hate them, why don't you actually speak out against the fact that there are people that are racist in Wizard 101 and that they are completely wrong in doing so? There's so many ways to do that, you know? I don't have, I'm just going to clarify this right now. I have little respect for Dakota Earthhorn, but that's my personal business with him. That's not going to cloud my judgment when he makes a racist comment. It makes me lose more faith in humanity, but it doesn't justify me bullying him. It doesn't. Okay, there's so many comments talking about how he deserves this because da da da, like they're hate comments now. Like, does that solve anything? Like, has that ever solved anything? When you give someone more hate, all they learn from it is that what they say will give them attention, or that they can just apologize it away and they won't really learn from the long-term effects of it. Like, when you have a ton of hate comments, they'll just say I'm sorry about it, and that's it. What else can you say? He did apologize after. I think that's a BS apology. I just do. I honestly do. I think if he's gonna hold the views that he holds, and he can hold the views with his own right, but what we're doing is wrong. Okay, what we're doing is wrong. We as a people cannot attack this one dude. We as a people need to attack all the people that we disagree with. Okay, and we need to use our right, our freedom of speech to attack that. And honestly, what I feel right now is that today, nothing was accomplished. One dude made a racist comment, and now all the people who are against racism are against this one dude. You just caused conflict. You don't cause any opportunity for learning from it or from preventing racism. You don't. Like, what's the purpose of that? Oh, if I'm racist in this community, I'll face the same consequences that Dakota Earthhorn did. Is that what you're trying to say? Like, no, just ignore him. Give him less and less power. The more you ignore him, the less power he'll have. That's all I'm saying. If he's gonna personally attack people, just give him a comment as to why he shouldn't attack them personally and keep on moving. Just sticking onto him it'll only cause more conflict. I just want to clarify that. So, yes, he made a racist comment, and that is not okay, in my opinion. It's just not. But he has the right and the authority to say that. But what you can do as a productive person in this community is just not give him the power to have a higher form of speech than anyone else. And that's all there is to say about it. I don't want this guy having so much popularity in the community so that he can make a comment like that and have a ton of people defend it. I do not like that. So, I don't know. I feel strongly against it because I just don't think, like, obviously he said something terrible, but the way people reacted to it is just as bad. You can't say something really racist and respond with something that's, like, just as worse when you attack him individually with all these comments. That's not how you solve problems. You solve problems by just acknowledging the fact. Like, it's even okay to call him out for being a racist, but it's not okay to encourage, like, just a comment section where everyone is just gonna pick on the dude. That's just not right. He might have made a mistake. I'm not trying to say that he did, because I don't think he did. Definitely not in this case. But how are we showing that we're better than him? Huh? I don't understand that. How? By just attacking him individually instead of racially? Like, are we better than him because we didn't make some stereotypical comments about how white he is, because he made some comment about how black he is, but we still attacked him individually? Like, how is that okay? Like, we gotta stop that. We have to, okay? Because every time there's some little spark, okay? Someone pounces on it. There's more drama, and it just annoys me. It really does. Like, this kind of comment, it does not belong, okay? And you could give it the due attention you need, but you need to make it clear that the purpose of giving it the due attention is not to expose this individual. It's not. You can't just make this problem about Dakota Earthhorn. You need to make the problem about racism in general, and why this is a real problem right now, and that we need to be aware of it so we can talk about it. Even if you know who's racist, the real solution isn't to attack him back. It's to give him less popularity. So unsub from him if you want. I'm not saying you need to, but however way you think would be the clearest way of showing him that you don't support him, that's the best way. Hate comments, I'm a YouTuber. I know what it's like. Hate comments, they slide by me at this point. You know, like, I will have hate comments on this video from both sides. Sides that say, oh, Dakota said something that, you know, you shouldn't be offended by, and sides that say, you know what, he said something clearly racist, and we need to give him so much pain over it. Fine, you have the right, but I also think that both of those solutions aren't going to solve anything, because we need to solve racism in our society, but we also need to make sure that this community doesn't think that fighting over a problem is the best way to deal with every single problem that there ever is. I just don't think that's true. It's just not. So I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I kind of lost it, but you know, I don't like the attacks. You know, like, you don't accomplish anything with it. You need to show him why he's wrong. You need to tell him why him being racist is wrong. Do not attack him personally. That's what you guys need to do. So don't make this about personal attacks. Make this about solving a larger social issue that we're advanced enough to solve. Because that's what the problem really is about. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed or got something out of this vid. And if you don't agree, please, as always, tell me in the comment section why. And you have, again, you have every right to say what you want to say. And I have every right to defend what I said. And I hope, you know, everyone respects that in the comment. All I hope right now is that if there are differing views in the comment section, please don't attack the commenter personally, but say why you disagree with them. You can make this a discussion video. I just don't think that this community needs more fighting. It needs to solve problems, and you know, we're clearly doing something wrong because this community keeps getting more and more toxic every single time. People wonder why. It's because the people view the opposite side as the bad guys and them as the good guys, and you will never solve problems like that. So hope you know, I'm gonna end the video. I don't even want to say hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, yo, because then it's like, you know, what was the point of this? I'm gonna end it, and if you got something out of it, please leave a like, share the video, because I don't want anyone hurt. I want the problem solved.